think your creativity comes from within. I think everybody is born with creativity, but I believe it's the trust in yourself and the trust in your emotions to talk to yourself, so to speak, to become your own psychologist, to let your emotions out on a piece of paper, to not be afraid of anything, not be afraid of what people think, not be afraid of what people may say, to just be yourself. And I think that's something that's rare nowadays.
Nike SHOX presents Athlete Armageddon. Tonight, Vince Carter faces 3 mime artists with a time bomb. 10 seconds on the clock, the mimes have the bomb.
They're playing him like a cheap harmonica.
Use the dunk, Vince.
Give me that. He has an explosive first step.
Who's your daddy?
That's gonna hurt in the morning.
I started playing with him in AAU, so I had to see the potential of what he brought to the table and who he wanted to be and who he was going to become. I mean, throughout our 18 years of battling, some have been good and some have been nasty. Right. Because that's just who he is. We've gotten each other's faces and all of that stuff. I mean, that's what it was about. I mean, you expected that.
Well, I was always really competitive with Vince. Vince was a year ahead of me in high school.
He's still playing, by the way.
Which is unbelievable. I mean, I saw him windmill the other day, which just goes to his insane athletic ability.
Yeah.
And we played on the same AAU team in high school. We played a tournament together, and I remember how the height that this guy can elevate off the ground was just unbelievable. But he was the #1 shooting guard in that class, and I was coming up behind him. And everybody, Vince. I said, okay, I want to see what this is about, sort of thing. We never got a chance to go head to head. And then when he came to the NBA, that was a great opportunity to do that. I mean, Vince is out there windmilling, man. It's like, I think he should enter the dunk contest.
Man, come on, don't get on that with her, bro.
Seriously, I mean, he'd be 42-year-old dunk contest champion.
Bro.
Come on, man. How amazing!
Now you trying to say here's Achilles?
Oh, hold on. This guy was doing stuff back in the day. These kids still can't do to this day.
No.
Thank you. Can you look at the camera and tell him? Because Vince told me the other day he wasn't going to do it.
He should. You should.
Man,
you win another one. Have you seen the dunk
contest
contest these last few years?
You know what I thought about? Because I know he participated in, what was it, 97 dunk contest?
Yep.
And we had the lockout, the next year?
Yep.
You and Vince? You think you would have got in there?
No.
Why?
No, I will enter into things that I know I can win.
See, that's why I want to get in.
Nope.
My exact answer is like, why?
I'm not going to have Vince Carter beat me. It's not going to happen.
Vince Carter with his first stop. Let's go home. Let's go home, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go home. Vince Carter with his first on the final round. Wait, timeout. Can I take a timeout? Oh, it's over. It's over, ladies and gentlemen. My goodness gracious, it is over.
We'll see one of the marquee matchups in the NBA. Kobe Bryant, Vince Carter going at each other at both ends of the court. They will be matching up most of the way against each other, and Vince Carter has been on a roll as of late. In fact, this past week, he was the NBA Player of the Week.
Well, it's a natural matchup for both of these teams. The shooting guards square off against one another.
You know, I enjoy playing against Vince. I'm sure he enjoys the matchup. I think fans enjoy it. I think it's good for the game. And he's a terrific young player. Well, he's athletic. Everybody knows that. But his ability to shoot the ball enables him to take what the defense gives him. And plus, Toronto gives him so much space and so much room to operate. Oh, well, it's very important. I mean, we saw what it did for us last year. We were going into the 5th game in the first round against Sacramento, then the 7th game against Portland. But at the same time, it's not everything. Because to win a championship, you have to be able to win, at least one game on the road. So it's just a matter of having poise and confidence once you get into an environment which is not really familiar to you.
Be specific about it.
The league and the Players Association both came to terms with the fact that they would not announce exactly what was or the particulars about this. So that's the reason why they've just come out with a generality.
Phil Jackson telling us earlier that it's more of a bone bruise in terms of the right ankle. Vince Carter from downtown effortlessly. Lakers 4. We've played a minute and a half. Here's Carter again. Vince Carter has opened up on fire.
You know, that seems to be the perception that he's become more of a perimeter player, but he still has gone up again this year from last year in number of free throw attempts per game.
Carter with the block. Bryant thought he was fouled. And now Vince going up against Kobe with the post up to the fadeaway and an air ball. Shaq just went down. 13 rebounds. Bryant, nice pass for O'Neal. Beautiful play. Oakley last night 0 for 3 from the field in his 32 minutes of play. Here's Kobe. And the outside official, Mike Callahan, blowing the whistle.
It's not like Kobe intentionally wanted to shuck him with his forearm right there, but he tried to move up into Vince.
We played 5 minutes in this opening quarter. Quick release by Carter. Oh, Bryant not able to handle the pass on a reverse. And knocked out of bounds by the Raptors.
Well, Vince had 32 field goal attempts in the first game. Granted, it was an overtime game, but 32 attempts is a lot of shots at the basket.
Remember last year, Michael Jordan made the statement that Kobe Bryant at this stage has more to his all-around game. A very mature 22. Raptors by 3. Carter to the fadeaway.
For Kobe that time, but wasn't there.
Here's Bryant off the fake. That's his first field goal.
And the other thing it did is it's produced a lot of energy.
Right after the Raptors lost to the Nets back on February the 21st in New Jersey.
In acquiring these players.
Mike Penberthy, the rookie out of the Masters College here in California, has checked in for the first time. Nice move by Kobe, but will not count a whistle before the shot foul charged to Carter. That is his first. Has been playing. Alvin Williams not able to take advantage of that technical. Here's Carter launching. That was a 3-point attempt. Oakley with the save. And took the fans with him as Carter puts it down. And we get an official timeout. Charles Oakley crashing.
Decision here for Lenny Wilkins. Do you leave Antonio Davis on the floor? A minute and 30 to go here in the first quarter. He's already got 2 fouls.
Obviously, we'll lose. I don't want to give you too much background.
Thank you.
I know you get very, very annoyed.
You know, I'm going to let Toronto take this last shot of the quarter, and then we'll get back to it because time's running out.
All right, Carter able to drill it, and the Raptors now lead 24-16. Lazar mulling it. Second quarter getting underway. Raptors up 24-16. I asked you your feelings regarding the Strickland acquisition as Carter draws the foul.
From a coach's standpoint, on one side, you can never have enough talent or depth.
Fired by his 7-year-old stepson, who is an enthusiastic fan of both Allen Iverson and Latrell Sprewell. The foul is called on Rick. Kobe Bryant and Vince Carter. To this point, it's all Vince. Slow start for Kobe, 1 for 7 from the field. The Lakers take a 45-43 lead. Last time they led, it was 8-7 in the early moment. Oh, Kobe with a nice play, but stepped out of bounds. The strip by Bryant, taking it out of the hands of Carter, but it will be Raptor ball with 14 on the shot clock. Carter with the spin. Carter had it knocked away.
Well, Marvin, Mike, is certainly Coach Wilkins thought in the first half they really had some good looks at the offensive end. They just simply need to relax on their shots. As you see Vince Carter knocking down that three-point shot. And at the defensive end for the second half, really, they need to be a lot quicker.
That's right.
A well-loved individual worked the shot clock, giving him more background.
Okay. Getting ready for the studio, obviously.
Good way of diverting away from both feet. Shaw for 3. Behind first place Utah. Utah knocking off Seattle earlier. Here's Bryant. Here's Shaw to the left hand. Rebound, Bryant. And Kobe Bryant goes last on the foul. It's only his second field goal.
and recovered to his own man. Peterson kept it alive, finished it off down the lane.
Peterson has hit all 4 of his shots. That counts at the foul. Peterson is 4 for 4 here in the third quarter. Foul called on Oakley. That's his 4th. Played 10 of their remaining 18 at home. And Carter hit on the reach-in by Bryant. That's 3 on Kobe.
Kobe reached in because he didn't realize that Horace Grant had come to help double team on it. Has played outstanding basketball over the last couple weeks for the Lakers.
Bryant to the crossover, tripped up by Carter.
And for the Lakers, it's not an easy stretch down the final run here to the end of the regular season, because they still have to go east for 2 more trips. And as Kobe comes up with it, hits that 15-foot jumper. Granted, there are some games there that they should win based on the team's records, but with the best record in the Western Conference.
Kobe coming on now. Here's Carter. Vince Carter with 22. Kobe Bryant with 9 points, 7 of the 9 here.
Pull Shaq away from the basket.
Bryant, all-time winningest coach. A little bit under the weather today. Touch of the flu. Kobe on the follow. And Czar, their first in assist to turnover ratio. This, for the most part, due to the play of former Raptor Mark Jackson.
And plus, it also has to do with the coach's philosophy. Lenny Wilkins, one who always...
For Shaw, he has 12. Peterson on a quick release. And a loose ball foul is called. Bryant and Carter vying for that rebound. It's called on Carter. That is his 3rd, although Vince apparently took a poke right near the right eye, and a timeout has been taken. Just does not get any better. Kobe was 1 for 10 for the field in the first half, but has come on here in the third. Lakers holding their own off the boards against the NBA's best rebounding team. Kobe Bryant. He enjoyed that one, leaping over.
It's almost as if Vince Carter didn't think they were going to throw it. He stopped running. Kobe kept going and went after the ball and finished it.
Here's Carter trying to answer. Consecutive points, and they lead by 5.
See, Vince Carter, understanding that Kobe is playing on the bad ankles, could put so much more pressure on him. If he took the ball, put it on the floor in the basket, Kobe's got it going.
Lakers by 7. Lakers 72, Raptors 67. That ends the Laker run. Here's Kobe. He's feeling it. 74-67, Los Angeles. Lakers working the clock down. Crowd wants to see Kobe go at Vince, and he does. Here's Kobe. He was stopped. He'll continue, and he was able to hit. Lakers now lead 76-67. Final seconds of the third. 11 of his 15 first half points came in the first quarter. Has 22 right now. And a foul is called on Bryant. That's his 4th.
This is just a matter of Kobe trying to pop out and free himself up on the wing as Carter tries to come with topside.
Spent 5 years with the Knicks, couple of years with the Nets, preceded by 5 years in the CBA. Here's Carter with the step and a tomahawk.
Horace Grant got caught on the top side of Antonio Davis. All Davis did is move up into the defender. There was nobody to rotate to the wide open Vince Carter as he dunked it.
And the Lakers have their biggest lead of the night, up by 12. Carter going at Bryant and lost it. There's Kobe to the crossover. And through the foul, Keon Clark looking for the block. Picks up the personal. Kobe Bryant back to the line.
And you can see with Shaq out of the game, the Lakers trying to get Kobe into this open court situation where his ability to put the ball on the floor, find seams, and convert.
They have San Antonio here at home on Friday.
Of their remaining 20 games, 9 will be against non-playoff teams, which are games that you should win, you have to win.
Vince Carter has 26. Once again tonight, Lakers getting contribution from the so-called supporting cast. Shaw has played well, as is Grant. Ory, Lou. Is Bryant on the crossover. Bryant able to work his way through and is fouled.
What we've just seen in that last couple series for the Lakers is Kobe playing basically all the positions on the floor. We saw him on the outside with the one-on-one situation, the isolation, trying to take Vince Carter. We saw him flash into the low post area, and basically very, very high ratings that particular night.
Oh, really?
For the studio, particularly.
I see. Yes. Oh, Kobe! It counts. He was looking for a foul call. And the Raptors felt it was a charging foul. Lakers now lead by 16. Carter. Nice move by Vince, who has 28. Bryant. He's hit on a reach-in. And for Vince Carter, that's number 5.
Well, Lenny Wilkins has to make a decision. You get Carter out of the game, try and buy some time, but you can't leave him out too long because you have some points to make up here.
Took it right out of his hands. Here's the alley-oop. The Lakers can do no wrong in the second half. They're up by 18, and the Raptors want to talk it over. Shot clock is down to 5. Jerome Williams stepping out against Kobe Bryant. 29 for Bryant. Excellent performance by the Lakers. They get it off the boards. Kobe Bryant turning it around following the 1-for-10 first half. Kobe with 29, 27 of the 29 in the second half. Vince Carter, 28 points, 10 of 25 from the field.
Well, my mobility felt pretty good, but I was just tired. I haven't had any a good night's rest in a while. Doing therapy on my ankles and just waking up in the middle of the night and I just been tired. Both my ankles are still pretty sore, but tonight more so than anything was just catching my breath. I just felt a little dizzy and at halftime just had to lay down a little bit and try to regroup. I don't think so. I think it's just tired, just being tired.